boss of IKEA has told the BBC that when it comes to keeping prices down, climate-friendly policies are more of a concern than President Trump's tariffs. Jesper Brodin was speaking as the company tries to boost sales by expanding its push into city centres with a new store on London's Oxford Street, which is one of the busiest shopping streets in the world. Here's our business reporter, Jonathan Josephs.
This is IKEA, but not as you know it. Shoppers on London's Oxford Street can now have a flat pack with their flat white. The furniture giant is pushing into city centres.
My nearest IKEA is an hour away, but now I get to go in and see what's current and see what's out there. It's brilliant.
Coming to the city makes it better for people to come around and do their shopping.
I can't imagine many people taking a Billy bookcase on the tube, but I'm fan for a meatball if they've got them inside.
Well, it does have a restaurant, and I got a peek inside before it all opened, and a chance to speak to the man who runs the vast majority of the world's IKEA stores.
Thank you for the opportunity.
No, it's brilliant.
We used to be only big store and nothing else. And a few years ago, it became evident that our customers expected us to show up in more places. In big cities like London, Tokyo, New York, etc., where some people don't have cars or an opportunity to get out of town as often as they like to.
But you're doing this at a time when many cities are seeing less people coming into town. People are still working at home a lot because of the pandemic. Is that a concern?
I don't think so. A lot of things have changed recently. But at the end of the day, I think for us it is, if we can be accessible to people where they are, if we can continue to be affordable, and also as we're on the pathway to be a true leader in sustainability, if we offer those three to people, they will show up.
But one of the limitations of opening a store in a busy place like Oxford Street with less space is product availability. Are we going to see people taking a Billy bookcase home on the tube, for instance?
I would love to see that, but I don't think it's going to happen that often. Smaller furniture, smaller pieces of furniture and accessories people want to carry. So that means in a range of north of 9,000 products, you have about 3,500 for pickup in the store, and the rest we will home deliver.
If we look at the global economy, Jesper, one of the big issues at the moment for all big retailers, all big companies, is President Trump's trade war. What impact is that having on IKEA?
We monitor the situation week by week, but it is also a bit early to draw conclusions. So I would also say, as a company, we are less agile than people might think. We simply can't respond to quick changes, but we have to try to find a more long-term and mid-term pathway.
But when it comes to the prices that you can charge customers, certainly in America, if your products are made in Asia and Europe, you're going to have to put prices up in America because of the tariffs.
Just like most companies and organizations right now, we're just waiting and having a bit of patience to see where things land. But IKEA's strategy has always been and will always be to drive down prices. What we do focus more on is our own internal capability to drive down cost, and most of all to make sure that we speed up everything in the climate smart economy, because that's where we actually harvest the biggest cost advantages.
Should other companies also be looking internally at what they can do rather than complaining about what politicians are up to?
My advice to other companies is to study what we have done in the climate smart economy, because nothing that I've experienced in my 30 years of IKEA has had that great impact as actually being climate smart, which means invest in renewable energy. Almost 20% of IKEA's product is made out of old material. So when we can scale up circularity with the help of policymakers, we will be able to bring down prices faster.
That was IKEA boss Jesper Brodin talking to Jonathan Josephs there.